Saturday sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visitors and the Los Angeles Rams.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from SoFi. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll run with Dowdle. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
3rd down and 3. Here's a carry for Dowdle. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, L.A. 16 yards.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He gets this one to Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
3rd and short. Prescott. That'll be taken in by Moore. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going.
That's good.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Dowdle. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle.
Gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. To throw is Prescott. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Joe Tryon Shoyinka. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. This one runs out of steam off the crossbar and comes back. No good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game. On the carry, here's Israel Abanaconda. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. Pickup of 7. Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. A run here with Abanaconda. Finds room inside the 40. All the way. Israel Abanaconda. Touchdown, Dragons. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Johnson, a 7-yard pickup, brings up second and 3 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 3. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. He'll gain on that one.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Prescott from the gun on third down. That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football as they've got it with first and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Rams first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That's another
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Wait,
On the play fake. Dak. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Dragons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So these are the growing pains. You hear people talk about it all the time, Mike. You roll a quarterback out there in his rookie year, and you're going to have some ups and downs, and it's the decision-making that they want to see continue to get better, because even though he avoids the sack, he puts the ball in harm's way and ends up going the other way.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A gain of 7 brings us second down at the 21-yard line.
Here's Abanikanda. And he marked out up at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. And that will be a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he gets this up close to the 40. Derek Nottie there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a second and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll motion the slot man right. Very nice defensive play there. Don't let you complete passes if you're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
It is third and long. In motion, Reed. third and long. Here's Williams. That's caught. Inside. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Good defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts third and 14.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the go. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back.
Here's first and 10. They bring Chase in motion. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he'll take it on in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Oakland. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dragons move out on top. 14-0.
14. Rams, nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Third and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to have a Rams first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, quick.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much there, a yard or two down to the 48. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle.
One, two, three, four, 5.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's first and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Try again. It's second and 10. Now Williams. They set up the screen for Abanaconda. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
First down, Dragons.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Second and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Now a screen set up for Schrader. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play. And a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 5. The slot man in motion right. Now inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Vontae Turpin. Touchdown, Dragons. Sanders here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dragons are able to extend the advantage to 28-0.
Jason Sanders is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
At the 24-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 24 now, here's second and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this is going to be a Rams first down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do.
The ball comes out. The defense has got it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
8-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the Rams' 30-yard line.
2nd and a yard. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he's in. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Oakland. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Now Sanders on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dragons stretch out this lead even more. It is now 30-0.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Try the left side now, and he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the ground, it's Brooks, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, L.A.
More often than not, Mike, when a team decides to keep the ball on the ground on a 3rd and long like this, typically the next play is either a punt or a field goal. But give credit here to this play caller. He saw something in the defense, gives the ball to his back, and he's able to pick up big yardage and the first down.
1st and 10. They'll run without it. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop them right at the line of scrimmage.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
46-yard line.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. So on fourth down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. This one is caught by Reed. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. That run good for 8 does it. Very quick first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Williams. That'll be complete to Abanaconda. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A carry here for Tracy. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Do it for myself. I go 0 to 1 real quick.
2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Duvernay with the grab. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 15. That's enough for a first down. Throwing is Williams. That one finds Chase. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It is a big play on first down. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Throwing again, Williams. That's in the end zone. It is intercepted. That's the linebacker, K.J. Britt.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, They force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. Modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
At the 23-yard line. Brings up second down.
We'll go once more with Brooks. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Carry now for Brooks. Again, he finds an opening. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Jonathan Brooks, touchdown Rams. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Rams 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this to the 20. And he will score again. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Oakland. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dragons add on to their already sizable lead.
Rams 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks for 2 minutes to play.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Hey, watch it.
Another try with Brooks. Brooks, first down and then some. And he will score. Jonathan Brooks, touchdown Rams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And he will have the first down. Even with 3
a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. And he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's Williams now to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down. And 4 yards to go.
To throw is Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down. Here's Williams. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Williams to the air once more. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Throw it again. It's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. It's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. Got his man at the 6. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Now Sanders on for the extra point. Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't. They come away with nothing on the extra point. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah! There we go!
Give inside and Brooks. And this is going to be a Rams first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those 2 things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Brings up second down.
It is 2nd and 6. On second down, it's Brooks. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, L.A.
Good for a Rams. First down. First and 10.
So the handshake's down on the field following a good win here. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Think they girls, I'll be